Well, hello. Second stream, testing this out still, seeing how it goes. Trying a different game today. We did the last train home last time. So I kind of figure I want to do, two, three different games. Sometimes that's dangerous because you kind of forget what you were doing in one game, but I do like kind of like jumping back and forth at times because my instinct is usually getting really stuck with one game and keep going on that. So this way, maybe I'll force myself by streaming different games. I'll force myself to switch back and forth because sometimes you get so into one game, and if the game is really good, it can really suck you in and say, like give it another try, or start from the beginning and stuff like that. So this way, hopefully, with the streaming, I can get myself out of this habit because I feel like you lose out on a lot of like good games because you never get to play them because you're hooked on the other one, and by the time you're like, okay, now I can go back to this, a new game comes out and kind of gets lost in the mix and stuff. So today's game, as you can see in the title, is the Workers and Resources Soviet Republic game. I had like on my radar for quite some time. Finally like committed to it, grabbed it, it's on. So giving it a shot now. Actually, when I first got it, I kind of wanted to see if I was going to like it or whatever. So I did give it kind of a go, not a full go, but kind of a go. And I kind of liked it, but I will start from the beginning. Hopefully, as people hop along, as I learn the game, I'll get some tips and stuff like that. That's kind of like the concept I want to go with. Maybe we'll like chat and like play along and stuff like that at the same time. So let me throw this on the screen over here. We'll add this and stream it that way. My face as small as possible to help all those involved over here for your guys' sake too. So actually, you know what? Even better. Maybe not because then the sound is gonna go. So let's go with this. So let me get situated. Yeah, there's as I warned last stream, there's gonna be a lot of like growing pains over here. So yeah, as you guys can see, so okay, there we go. It works. Probably gonna start with the tutorials, and I know it's boring, but at the same time, it does kind of every game is similar, but every game is different. If you know what I mean. If you play these games, which I really like these games in terms of this is the kind of stuff I usually play on the PC, the real-time strategy stuff, building stuff. This is kind of more on the I do normally like games where you kind of like to build a city and all that kind of stuff, or build a empire or the civilization, whatever. Usually kind of like building up to the point where you can kind of like go and attack, or there's some kind of an enemy and stuff. I don't think that obviously this is not that kind of game from what I know. It's more of a Sim City type, but set in the Soviet Republic setting, which is like really unique. And that's what I think, like the buildings and everything like that. Because after a while, all these games are pretty similar if you played any of them. So going to give this a shot over here. I hope it's not like too basic when it says basic, because that can get old really fast. But from what I've seen from this game so far, it did look really cool in a lot of ways. So I'm hoping, we can kind of like keep going with that concept. In terms of the graphics, it was really cool. The setup, the music, I don't know if I'm going to be able to like kind of play in the background so it's low, but the music is awesome. It's very different. I guess that's what I like really like about it. So, and it definitely takes a lot to load, clearly. Um, so yeah, if you played this game before, if you have any thoughts of any of this kind of game, just throw in the comments. I see a couple of viewers actually on the Twitch side of things, as well as on the YouTube side of things. So say hi, let me know what you guys think, and we'll get started over here. This is always going to be a pretty basic, I'm assuming. But the problem with these games are like you feel like it's basic, you don't do it, and then you go to the other side, and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't know that was the deal. So residential building. Um, there we go. Let's pick one of these guys here. Price of 1 rubles. Scroll wheel. Oh, okay, I got it. And done. As it's marked in the scene. What scene? Oh. So then come here, grab the road. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty basic. So, actually, I kind of like how that's done. Oh, I actually kind of like how that's done. and then gotta connect it. I know, like when I like played it initially to kind of like test it out, I noticed, yeah, it's a lot of. It was cool in terms of like where you made rows, but it's almost like I saw the people like they were going to work or whatever making their way too, and I was like, oh, this is really going to be cool. So I think when I like logged in, Steam said I had only played like 25 minutes, so I basically kind of looked through this thing. Bus platform at the highlighted section. Um, so let's hide this over here. Yeah, how am I supposed to? I guess this is gonna be the tricky part, right? Like, how do you know bus platform small? Let's see. And how do we zoom in over here? I guess is like the bigger question, right? Because I'm not able to like zoom in or out yet. You would think they would actually normally they would show you that so that we know how to move the camera and all that kind of stuff. If the bus line is reachable by a citizen from the residential building, click on the bus platform. So how do we get rid of this? There has to be a way to kind of go to default, right? Maybe where do we get to the bus thing in the first place? I guess we got it from here. Okay, there we go. The buildings that can be reached on foot. Close the windows. Okay, and this was the part I think. So pedestrians, so you can actually make the path right there for them to walk through, which is kind of cool actually. A food factory. Man, there really has to. Oh, there we go. Now we can zoom in now. Damn, you can really zoom in on this thing. Food factories. So these are basically old. So okay, I got it. So this is the industry stuff. Food factory. I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to why the angles are like that, but I'm sure hopefully we'll work that. Perfect work, comrades. Yes. Build a bus platform near the food factory. Oh, I okay, I get. Why is that? Oh, so anything transportation is over that side. And now I just realized that the camera thing is not working when. That's why I couldn't zoom in earlier. That's not. I'm not sure if I'm liking that in terms of like a interface, but probably it's just gonna be like a habit of like getting used to it. There we go. So you can still do this. But that's what I mean. Like if you didn't know how to play these games, bus stop platform small. Why can't we do this? Oh, we're doing the bus stop. So I'm assuming we're gonna do the same thing. Build a platform and then make people walk there. Okay. Let's see. Make the road connection. Get the road. This road. Got that. Done. Build the road vehicles. Yeah, I know. I actually went on kind of like really new to Twitch, so kind of like learning it. I'm really liking it actually. I hear it can get really toxic, which I guess we'll find out shortly over here. But I hear it can get pretty toxic. But I really enjoyed the other day. Just hopped on and like actually watched somebody playing this game, and was kind of scared, I'll be honest, but he was playing it and he did tell me that he was playing it in like a ridiculous difficulty setting. So it was really, really um complicated. It looked really complicated, but I mean he had the whole city already built and stuff like that. It was the sewer system and all that. So it was a little scary, I'll admit that. So this actually is looks similar to if you any like if you played Transport Tycoon, this kind of seems similar. So you buy the bus. I assume now we're gonna tell the bus where the heck to go. Windows usually close if you click outside them. If you pin a window, it will not click close. So that's the pinning. I got it. Okay. So we can close this. Okay. So 1 and then 2, right? And then get the suction started. Make it go faster. There's the bus. That's actually kind of. And there it goes. There are the people slaving away to work. Work, bastards. And then they're back. Okay. That's simple enough. Input resources for the. Oh, Jesus. And this is, I think, where it gets like very, very complicated, where you are really doing a lot of the industry stuff. So, well, that helps to know. Okay. Purchase resources. I know what that means. Cost is calculated. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, not only you're building, you're doing a lot of like the economy stuff, like looks like literally holding its hands in a lot of space. I'm assuming you can automate stuff as you go, but see, I thought I did purchase input resources. Was there more than one item? Close all windows to make C more visible. Okay. Comrade. Build a road to the food factory. Let's see. Can we turn the camera like this? Yes, we can. Okay. Can we move the camera? Yes, we can. Okay. So road. Okay, well, at least getting this thing done. I guess the problem is going to be more about done. Yikes! This is like I thought this. If this is the first one of the tutorial, we could be here for a while. Just do the tutorial, and it's always scary when you're doing the tutorial. Is this complicated? It's like yikes. All right, well that was nice because at least it has the automatic road connection. A covered hull vehicle. Okay. New vehicle. You should really have these icons a bit bigger for those of us who are older and can have difficulty seeing stuff. Show all, covered hull. Yikes. I hope along the way I am told which kind of vehicle to get for what. So buy the vehicle, done. Pin it, close this. So now this guy's gonna go from the food factory to here. And then get it going. Yeah, that's looks very similar to like Transport Tycoon in the way that works. Yeah, I don't know if the music is like kind of in the background, but I'm kind of like really liking the music actually. Well, maybe it's just because it's different, but so it can get old maybe by the time I learn what the hell is going on over here. Build an empty residential building. Okay. Oh, like I'm trying to. I mean, obviously, this kind of helps. Build an empty building. What seems to be the problem? Let's see. Hopefully, we'll figure this out. All right, let's try this again. I know why it didn't work. Oh, okay. What was get citizens? It didn't say what the all the. Okay, invite 70 immigrants. I think Trump isn't around. Invite 10 immigrants. Can we do this like 70? Okay. Lenin would be proud, but I don't think Trump would be. Um, and the reason to play this game, I guess. So another building, is that what we're doing here? Building onto residential building. I don't know why I'm having trouble. There we go. Yeah, that's weird. The interface is not the best, but it's probably, like I say, more about getting used to the interface. More residents from one building. Jesus, up to 10 residential. So I wonder if there's a point in this. So move residents from one building to the new building. So relocate 10 citizens to here. That's all for this tutorial. Well, yeah, that's scary, man. This is like the first one. I kind of figured this would be, yeah, I guess. I really thought this would be more about moving the map and stuff like that. They almost like assume that that crap. Rename all the buildings. Actually, that's kind of like a useful thing, especially for people like me who forget what the hell they're doing. Especially like when you like go away from the game and come back after a while. So this is we're still in the industry part of things. Gravel built on the rocky hills. So we're gonna have to get the road here. There we go. Yeah, kind of getting used to the interface, I guess. So that's gonna be in the. Oh, well, that's a curveball. I thought it was gonna be like how we buy a bus and stuff. New vehicle, excavator. Okay, done. It's just like yeah, there's like a lot of moving parts to it, which I really like actually. Like it's really I kind of like that. But raw sand has to be properly processed into usable gravel. Just tell me what you need, brother. So the gravel processing plants. I assume this is where it wants me to put it. That's another thing, like because of the theme, I kind of like really like the games over. I mean the graphics and stuff overall too. Transport stone, different vehicles can dress for different cargo. Always have to pick the right one. Okay, this is where we kind of get to the purchase new vehicle, show all. Okay, like how do I know that it needs a dumper? Does it tell me anywhere that it had to be a dumper? I mean, it makes sense. You're not going to get a fire truck for it, but down the road, I can see this being, even more complicated. So we did that. Now this is pretty basic. Do the same thing again. Go from here to here, and then gonna hit launch. And I assume that's it. Yep. Okay. Well, at least we learned something in terms of like how to do this part of it. So how to build narrow forests. All right. So this is, I assume, how we're gonna get like the resources to keep building stuff because right now kind of like doing it at will over here. Whatever I want is being built. So I assume there's going to be a wood processing thing next. Get the right vehicle. Done. I guess it's going to be a matter of like getting used to. Hopefully, the initial like campaign or whatever you want to call it will enable you to kind of, I don't know, at least be able to know, like, what's needed next kind of a thing. Because I mean, geez, man, like the menus on the bottom, there's like a lot of things freaking over there. Factory ground can be used with certain buildings to easily transport. Create a factory connections can be used between certain buildings. Cannot exceed a certain length. Got it. Wait, what? All right, so if we select this, oh, got it. Ah, okay, so it's almost like a short road for factory stuff. Cool. Ore mine. Where? There? Okay. So metallurgy, fossil fuels. That was under miscellaneous. Coal, chemical. Oh, actually, I kind of like this. It does kind of like break it down the categories on the bottom. So, iron mine, done. Iron processing plants, and then build a road in between those. Well, Jesus, everything is slightly different. So conveyor between these things. Let's see how this is gonna work. Conveyor. Oh my God, are you serious? Yeah, man. Like I say, like when I was watching, like somebody playing this game on Twitch, I just see, like, I was like, man, this is like pretty detailed and complicated. So it's probably the good thing about this game is it is kind of like the relaxing pace to it. Build a cargo building. The station can be used to download. Um, and then I'm assuming we're gonna need some trucks to get this going. Connect them together. It's really cool though, man. I have to say, this is really pretty damn cool. Again, we're going to the show all dumper again. Okay. Oh, I guess it kind of tells you like what they can carry, what they can't carry. So 25 tons, 7.5. I mean, obviously that's a lot more expensive, but I don't know why. It's the tutorial. Money is not the issue. Um, Set it up. Oh shit. Now what? Okay, set it up from. Yeah, that's why I was saying to do that. Okay. So if you do this, see, this is why I need somebody to teach me this game along. Hopefully, give me these tips because I did not realize that's why it kept saying that. Okay. So now make a route from here to where? Oh shit. Custom cells here. Launch it. Done. Oh shit. Well, farms can contain all the vehicles that are required to work on the fields. Small farm. It's the only part that I'm not. Well, it could be because I'm old and getting blind, I guess. But I wish the default was a lot closer and easier to see some of these like buildings. Small fields. I'm like making Lennon proud. Tractors are used. Okay, so buy a tractor. That's pretty straightforward. Yeah, see, like this is another thing. Like, hopefully, once the game actually does start and we look at the thing, it's gonna tell us, it's gonna tell me, at least in the beginning, that this is what this building needs. How to be built over oil deposits. You can view oil deposits. So okay, so that was basically for the farm. That was straightforward. But we just bought the vehicles and they're doing their own thing. Got it. Oil. I'm assuming there's gonna be a refinery or something. No, wait. Build a rail pumping station. Anywhere? Wow, this is getting interesting. Build a pipeline connecting the rig and the pumping station. So that's similar to this. So that's kind of like the iron thing there. We did build a rail depot. And these work the same way. Honestly, like, this part at least doesn't seem as complicated because of having played like Transport Tycoon. Otherwise, I can see this being built. Oh, well, there we go. Connect the train. Do this. There we go. Connect this. Well, that's gonna be a road, though, isn't it? Concrete base railway. Yeah, didn't expect that. Oh, was that already a railway there? Oh, never mind. Thought that was a road. Buy a diesel locomotive. Diesel. I'm assuming we're gonna buy the wagons. I mean, this is pretty straightforward, I guess, but this is the only thing that I worry about down the game over here. I'm gonna be confused as hell. Do this. Set the first waypoint for the train. Set the first waypoint for the train. And how am I doing this? Yeah, why am I having difficulty with this? Oh, no, stupid. Why didn't that show up already? So let's pin this thing. Start from here. And then launch. Okay. That's all for the tutorial. That's 2 tutorials done and out of the way. So we learned the housing food thing. We learned the industry thing. Let's see what's next. The music should change. Yeah, if you're on YouTube and I see a couple of people on Twitch, let me know what you guys think. Or are you guys familiar with the game, or are you like trying to see what the hell it is through me? Which is cool as well. I'm hoping, like, because that's, I mean, really, that's what I did the other night. I kind of like looked at it. I was like, this is a game I want to take on, especially like streaming. And honestly, like he was like, you probably don't want to. Like I said, that's when he was like, oh, it's gonna get really toxic on like Twitch and stuff like that. And I was like, I really don't care. I mean, having done streaming for like other stuff for like Liverpool and stuff like that, you do get hate here and there. You just kind of in one ear, out the other, really. Loading station for vehicles. We've done this before. Is another thing, like it's kind of telling me all these like roadways and stuff like that now, like which angle to make it. I think that's gonna be a tricky ordeal as we go. And these like freaking conveyor engines, man, like this is gonna be a. I can see this being tricky. So why did we build that there? Oh shit, that's why. Connect buildings with a conveyor. Yeah, I mean, this is basically you're setting up the freaking factory over here for God's sakes, and then connect this guy here. All right, residential building. We did this part, so invite people. The freaking bus stop again. There's already people here. Why didn't these guys fucking get to work? Um, so bus stop. Buy a bus. Let's purchase it. Gravel for the large aggregate storage. Like, so that's max. Is that what that is? Basically, takes it to the max. Okay. Yeah, I wish it explained what we were doing there a bit more. This is where I need people's help to kind of guide me through this. Purchase steel for the warehouse. Okay, so normally you would probably be producing it first. Mechanical components for the covered warehouse. What the fucking purchasing department over here? Okay, I mean, like, this is a tutorial. I guess we have to order stuff and how to order stuff, more importantly. Yeah, that's scary though, man. Like, I mean, you have to like manage all these construction offices, the main building for constructing buildings using resources. Construction or multiple construction that you use. Like to build, you can also assign source buildings. Uh, let's hope this is like one where we can kind of. Is it like assistant to the regional manager kind of thing? Somebody to help you along doing the dirty work? Assign the required building. Okay. Assign the required building to the construction office, which I did, didn't I? Oh, shoot. So this is ultimately sending. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Assign the required building. I mean, this seems tedious, but okay. Please don't. I knew you were gonna do that. Plan a road. Maybe plan a road. All right, what's the problem here? So, built from resources. There's a required construction office. Dumper truck. Dumper. But it said like something else. I guess here's the question. Okay, like you're saying a bulldozer, and I get it. I need it, but like when I go in here, what is telling me that I do need this? Man, this is where somebody with experience would really help the cause. Like purchase new vehicle, I get it, but like where does it say what I'm freaking missing? Because I don't like. How would I know when I'm playing the game? Now you're telling me, but how am I gonna know in the game? Like what I need to put there? Yeah, and now we're just like, oh, yeah, okay, like it looks like a no-brainer, but mud road, residential building. For buildings, you need to open the haul truck to deliver resources like panels. Need buses to deliver workers to the construction site. Cranes can speed up construction. Concrete mixer. It said crane, didn't it? Road crane. Wow, that's all for this tutorial. It's not getting any easier. I guess. Yeah, let's do the next one. The Polish Prince was going to join us, but he did have like an emergency. Second chair would. Well, I think like this is pretty straightforward, right? It's kind of like telling you everything, and it makes it look easy. I just know like it can get like really complicated. I don't even know what we built meanwhile. What the hell did we just build? Because I was talking at the same time. Oh, police station. Okay, four of these things. Arresting criminals is not enough. Damn right. I didn't realize I had to do all this, to be honest with you. Empty residential building. Is there a difference between the buildings? Invite them. How many immigrants do we need? Does this say? Cars need workers for higher with higher. Oh shoot. Oh, okay. So that's children can't go to school because all schools are not accessible. One worker can't work because all kindergartners are not accessible. Productive age. I didn't realize that was like a specific number we needed. And a prison to boot. It's gonna be great. So anybody who doesn't agree with me sounds like a plan. Yeah, but I don't know what the orientation is, bro, because you can't tell from this angle here. Oh, there we go. By a prison bus. Holy cow! You can make sure your prisoners having them work in factories, but that's a good plan. Are used to transport prisoners to work. So there's literally a different. I was about to ask. There's a prison bus. So okay, we've done this, so we should be able to figure this out, right? Just close this. Click on this. Pin it. Oh, where do you want him to go? The music took like a weird turn from what it was before. Orphanage, when people are sent to prison, you have to take care of their children. That's little. Yeah, did not realize these were going to be part of the ordeal here. Secret police station. It's getting more and more Russian as we go over here. Let's get this orientation set. Wow, we gotta buy vehicles for these guys too. Can also paint them. Wow, that's freaking crazy, man. Pretty cool, but crazy. This is just orange juice, by the way, and it looks fancier than what it is. Buy some vehicles. So I wonder where you. Okay, go. How many do we need? Dude, like we bought four regular ones, three regular ones. We're buying four secret ones. Getting so Russian. Build a school. Yeah, another thing I would like to know is I wonder, like, like a certain diameter, like the school services or how that stuff rolls. But we don't want any Western propaganda in our schools. That's people educating our children loyal to our country, set loyalty to at least 55. Wow. Okay. So bring him over. That is crazy that you have to do that as well. I'm assuming, well, it did say based on how many people are on board is how easy it is to hire. But I find that like really crazy that you got to figure all that. And that's all for this tutorial. How many tutorials are there is the question that let's do one more tonight. Waste and demolition. Incinerator. Jesus. Okay. I like the patronizing tone of the tutorial, though. Like, let's build a dump. It's that good conveyor fun. That both consumes and produces waste. We'll use the connected storage for both input and output, causing the action that remains after burning to be stuck in a never-ending cycle. Oh man, like this is becoming that was a good sign though. That became automatic. I just did that without even like reading the top. Now let's build the technical services office. So these are the garbage people. Buy a truck for them. It's probably coming up next. Okay. This big garbage, so we need a big garbage container truck to handle them as expected. That's that. We've done this before. Oh, we need a small one too. Do we have to tell these people where to go? Have the garbage truck visit every building, so we will build a container stand for citizens to use. Nice. Okay, so yeah, because the guy I was watching the other day was doing there's been that don't have the access to a container. Never mind, the garbage truck will visit those buildings. Let's build a stand for the beginning of the food factory. Okay, so this is basically almost like increasing your coverage. Got it. But anyway, like he was doing like the sewer system and all that kind of stuff. So let's reserve 3 containers for the biological waste. If you have turned on the research difficulty, you need the special research to do special research in order for citizens to separate the waste. Yeah, that's what I mean. This is going to be like I'm planning to kind of like start on the easiest one, see what kind of a city we can get going. I don't even know what the campaign is. Like usually like it'll be like population based or economy based and stuff like that. But we can extend the factory's internal garbage space via factory connections. We will build a container transfer, which is essentially a storage area for the garbage in the form of containers that it can be loaded quickly. So is it gonna build? Let's see what it does. Yeah, excellent. But Lennon will be proud. Also produce some bio waste. This is our 1 container to store the bio waste. Once again, like how do we know this? That's what I really worry about. Like, how are we gonna know this once the game starts? This is kind of like holding my hand over here, but garbage transfer in the storage building, not a garbage container stand. It cannot be held by technically. We need to schedule a truck for big garbage containers. Okay, so by the garbage truck. So I assume now this guy has to go dump with a claw machine. Um. Okay, and now I gotta go get back the truck. Load command here specify to load bio waste. So and that goes without saying though, doesn't it? Like and then unload it there and then start. Alright, I did not do this right. Oh. Truck with big garbage containers at the depot. Where we collect the bio wastes. Alright, so go here. Load the bio waste as fertilizer. I guess when it's unload, it unloads everything. I don't have to specify. Perfect work. Wow. Tell you guys what, this is definitely going to be a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Which is a good thing. I'm not saying that as a negative, to be honest with you. You kind of want it to be complicated. One way factory connection, we should not direct our truck to the composting plant to unload waste. Oh, shoot. I never realized that changes the angle there. Like one way, two way kind of a thing. And that's it for this tutorial. So I think that's it for tonight. No, let's actually go back to the main menu over here and see like which tutorials we did do and we didn't do. Let's save. What the hell? Sure, why not? Let's go to the quit menu. I just want to see like how far we got on this thing because tutorials. And we did basic mechanics, we did transportation. Or did we? Transportation, railways. No, we did not. Oh my god. We are still at basic mechanics. Holy mother of God. Oh, that's crazy. That is freaking crazy. Okay, so we started the demolition and scrapping, maintenance, and then the transportation stops. Holy moly. Energy and networks. That's just like the general stuff. And then we had to do the water and sewage. And the sewage part was like really complicated, really. It looks interesting, but it looked very complicated. And then you kind of do the campaign. And I'm assuming that's gonna kind of like really, I mean, the tutorial thing is kind of like really holding your hand. I think the tricky part is like when you start doing the game, how is it going to, how are you going to be able to like do it where you don't know like the exact placement and stuff like that. But let me know what you guys think of the game. I'll keep doing this along with the other game. I'm probably going to introduce one more and do it slowly but surely. Hopefully, get more people along the way, or just keep playing. Really, I would normally play these games anyway. So my hope is that play along with some people. So maybe I'll have somebody sit on another chair. We'll like chat along the way about like different stuff as we play, which I would love to. So if you have any ideas, anything you want to talk about, throw in the comments. We'll yak and we'll play. But that will be it for me tonight. And then I should be back sometime this weekend. There should be. I'm gonna go to try to stream a few times at least over the weekend, especially on Saturday. There's no soccer going on, so it should be a nice streaming day throughout the day on Saturday. Might just do some daytime streaming, if you will. So let me know in the comments. Send me a message. Hopefully, you'll follow me on Twitch. It's under TurkishStallion streaming, and obviously here on YouTube as well. Have a good night. Take care.